EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And they'll begin by running the option. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 39-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. The 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rico Gafford, 71 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown in the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 37-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw out to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Colts add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14. Bengals nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Bengals drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he stopped immediately there. Eventually, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
21-0 our score after 1.
Score Colts 21, Bengals nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Again, it's Burrow. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 6 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
He's tackled.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Yards on the pickup.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This one complete to Gafford. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on during this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. Back
to Taylor on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
19 tiger, 19 tiger. 19 tiger, 19 tiger.
Burrow will throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Burrow looking to pass, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Being chased out left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And they'll try to run the option here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 9.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll go up top here for him. And it's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. That's a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. When you come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down.
From midfield now, Burrow flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Tackle made at his 48.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They run once more with Taylor. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play.
He'll look to throw.
3rd and 4.
There's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Taylor. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
By Logan Wilson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. Flush to his right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. Oh, that one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he takes it in for a cut score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. Complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Escaping the pressure right. Right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. And this this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
A 3-yard loss.
Now they'll throw here. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
13 yards on the return there after a punt of 57.
And that will come the offense as they take over.
36-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
At the 43-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
That's out to the left and complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Rolling to his right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. I mean, just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. The kicker here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To the air again, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal.
From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts.
And now here's another interception. Picked off from the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A final shot now for Burrow. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.